Team Gemini. He said Tupac and K Dot are both his legends. What is it, the beats?
I can never ever
So
be what I really want to be.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know. But let me get back to it. So Eminem on his new song Toby, that I told you about, takes shots at Billboard's top 5 list. I mean, like, who cares about what Billboard says? Nobody does. Eminem knows this. Eminem is playing a game all of the time with people's minds.
Get some shit, some gas.
He knows that. Nobody cares about Billboard. Nobody even remembered that list. Hell, Comcast just did a list. Who the hell are they to make a hip hop list? That's how preposterous it sounds. But it goes even deeper than that. First off, you have an egotistical maniac as a best friend, and Tobey Maguire. He has very rich, crazy friends that he hang with. And they were actually used in the movie, but never was named. In the movie Molly's Game, when she was hosting the poker games, the person with the hoodie and the cap on was Eminem. And she never gave these people up who was in the games, but the person that was the biggest a-hole, who was a friend of him, who also did everything and was the controller and the mastermind. And that nobody ever knew how wicked Tobey Maguire really is, and how vindictive he is. And he couldn't wait to get into his zone, to be the spiteful person. Oh, yeah. Now, we're going to get to Big Sean and K-Dot. We're going to get to what that is. Now, this Billboard list with these two, you got a twisted, warped best friend who everybody views as evil. Great actor, but a total person you wouldn't even like if you met in person. Now, yeah, well, we'll get to that. Now,
The hierarchy of rap. What is this about? Why everybody?
Oh yeah. So when you start seeing things,
the hierarchy of rap. What is that? The upper echelons of rap.
when you start seeing things pop up the way they did, it became a big thing. Eminem just needed a reason. He needed a muse.
I gotta live a life too.
And that's why he ran to Big Sean
on this earth, and I'm not gonna love me
and everybody else involved, because this is all he knows.
of experience and of actual doing it.
Now, no one's gonna believe their list. Their list is insane. So,
But
I've already made a video on this list,
And I'm not.
But nobody takes it as the Bible.
I like hip hop music and I'm gonna rap.
Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, Nas, Tupac, Eminem, the Notorious B.I.G., Lil Wayne, Drake, Snoop Dogg, and Nicki Minaj. Now, before this battle happened with Kendrick Lamar, Drake was way higher on this list. He was never at 80. And when you say greatest rappers of all time, what is the criteria?
We're not looking for
now. Eminem's going to use this as if this is hip hop law, because everybody's reading it and going to be upset that he's at number 5. Believe me, if Eminem was number 5 rated on the greatest rappers in the game, he would be okay.
Listen and learn.
But this is by his metrics. Forbes, Complex, Billboard. These are the white folks making this decision. And the white folks are not putting him number 1. He's got a problem with that. They're choosing Jay-Z over him. And he really got a problem with that. Now, and I damn sure we already discussed the list. We're not going to go there. But now this list motivates him to make this song Toby. And gets so upset he gets outside of what he's supposed to do as Jay-Z, the artist. So you got Babatron or Babytron on there rapping. And we'll get to Little Sean's verse in a minute. But before we get there, we'll go straight to Eminem's verse. So he starts off with Tobey Maguire got bit by a spider. Me, I must have been bit by a goat. Then he says, I used to dream as a kid I would grow to be one. I hope that I inspire hope. For what you get, what you gonna get when you deserve, okay, all right, whatever. He just said, y'all thought you were sick, you were misdiagnosed. Nope, I'm dope. You'll never have this high of a dose. Nope. Now my estate's in the building. And B, I don't sleep on more. And I done slept on more. What he's trying to tell him is, basically, his estates is in the building. And he done slept on more. Right? What he's trying to say is all of my estates I've slept on more estates than most of you guys have dealt with. Then he says, I slept on more floors than the Empire State Building. I got so many stories, but I hate ceilings. Ooh. Ooh. That's a pretty unique bar. So direct, he's aiming his target right at one person, Jay-Z. You ever heard of the glass ceiling? Eminem don't have those ceilings over him. Eminem could go right to the top of that Empire State.
instantly you can tell someone
Ain't feeling your top 5 favorite rappers, so I know they about to be pissed at me. So he indirectly he's taking shots at Nas, Jay-Z, all of them by saying this. Say, I know they're about to be pissed at me. And this is why I always told you Nas wouldn't do a record with Eminem. And then when he did the EPMD song remix, Eminem got on there and rapped for like 20 minutes, trying to get his control moment. Nas put it out and just laughed. Still, word. Eminem was spitting soul out on that record. Then he had to change the beat because he couldn't rap to that beat. He couldn't rap to that ESPN beat because it was on a 2 and a 4. He's a 1-3 rapper. So when it started jumping off on the 2 and the 4, he couldn't really keep that flow that he wanted to hit. He couldn't rock that flow. So he changed the music. Then it had to go to 1 and 3. Because Caucasians, people, the majority of them, move on the 1 and the 3. When they start their songs, they go out the 1 and the 3. It's natural for them. We go on the 2 and the 4. It's just natural for us. We go to the beat of the drum. It's naturally rhythmatic. We speak on 2 and 4s. Anybody who's ever played music before in their life knows what I'm talking about. Anybody in here ever played a musical instrument in their life? This is why when some white people dance, they say they off rhythm. Brothers be like, man, y'all can't get the rhythm because they move to the 1 and the 3. That's why the music that they use and they party to, if you listen to it, it starts on a 1 and a 3. So Eminem, his beats normally are on a 1 and a 3. That's why a lot of black people didn't vibe with Eminem a lot. Because they didn't feel your music. A lot of your Eminem beats were just weird to us because they were 1-3 beats. You want the snare. We want the trombone and the horns. We want the drums. So when you go off the 1 and the 3, you're often going down this. But let's get back to what I'm trying to say here. So he said, I know they're about to be pissed at me because that's what he wants. He wants to kick it off. He wants some attention. So Eminem wants a battle because at his core, that's what he is a battle rapper. Back here, it used to be called a diss head. In the Midwest, if all your raps is about dissing people, you're a diss head. That's an old 90s term. You're a diss head. So Eminem was a diss head. But this to me is a mystery. How rappers I've already ripped could be higher up on the list than me. Yet I sit here on your list through, though I'm at 5, which is okay. Just know that inside, to me, that it is hilarious. When I get this, though, by a pioneer, so now he's going at Melly Mel again. They tell me I should just let that slide and go and slide. Melly Mel should get no reply. That man is a legend, but and so am I. And anyone else who think it'd be easy as pie to beat me and tries can treat me just like poison. What? They'll die. Now this is a reply to me. I did an interview with Royce the 5'9". Well, it wasn't even an interview. We had a conversation because he thought me and him had a beef. This is a reply to that interview.
That nigga gonna always put himself inside of every fucking thing he does.
You don't understand. Me and Royce the 5'9", it's already up here in case you didn't see it. Me and the man had a conversation. We put it out here for the whole world to hear. Y'all got it on here. I don't even know why you questioning me. But we had a conversation. Me and Royce the 5'9".
Every video.
Right here and everybody. We got past all of our beef.
Himself involved.
That's old. That was when the game dissed Eminem, so that ain't old.
Bro.
That was last year.
I keep on listening
so
to you, but
when I went and did that, I said, when he was like, tell me somebody Eminem had ran from. And I was like, Eminem don't accept the challenge. He always backs down. Eminem's mentioning that right here. I've never conceded. Eminem watched the interview that I did. He knows I've been at his head. So when it was asked, like, what's my problem I had with him, he knows I'm the one that made the video about MGK.
What the fuck is the difference?
Remember when it went viral?
And DJ Academics.
When I was breaking down the song when it was released and talking about Eminem, how he did the Outlaws, how he did the Outs, brother, and he did not the Outlaws, but he did the Outs. He did D12. How shady he just threw and casted him out. I went through Eminem's whole career of him doing stuff that I thought was counterproductive, that ruined and brought down the company.
Up the street and back.
He saw that, and he mentioned it on the Kamikaze album. He mentioned it on his disc record.
You don't go nowhere. You're home
every
fucking day, dude. Every day you're home.
When we were trolling him, this is why he say, my middle finger stuck up, but I never conceded. This goes to that interview. When have I ever retreated? You never seen it. This is all response to everything I said. Every dream that I've ever dreamed, I exceeded. Submit my legacy. I definitely did controversy. I always fed on it. I need it. There it is.
I like this name.
And I just tell you,
God
he needs
sent me over
controversy.
here to the colony. Can you imagine me being, it's like I'm in a third world. Like, really, there's no, I don't have no problems. Ain't no white folks bothering me. Because
he needs the
controversy. Where they went, but thank God, I'm in heaven. It's like, I don't
treat it like
start
a truck,
trouble
hit it
with
head
people,
on.
so there should not be no issues.
I got on a beat and it's like the Eye of the Tiger song is still playing on my head on repeat.
To me, I don't feel like they're gonna try to take something from me because all of us work. I'm in fucking heaven, bro. I'm not looking over my shoulder, wondering what the hell is going on. Everybody's making money.
Where's Eye of the Tiger?
The only thing that it is sometimes, ain't nothing. It's nothing.
I've been knocked down so many times I can't count. sometimes it just don't pan out.
I knew it was white folks only. I knew it. I never even had problems in my own hood.
Let's get to the Jay-Z disc, because that's why we're here.
And I used to be in some of the roughest neighborhoods in the world.
Landed his planes.
He never had no
he
problem.
heard the Royce the 5'9" interview
you have
that I did
from
for a
is
conversation. When I see he always retreats from the battle, like he did with the game, I'm like, he needs to stand down.
Troublemakers.
Why don't he always running from the battles? He's always battling like Britney Spears, and people want to see you go at it with MCs. Real MCs.
You're the
they don't want to see you just, Christina Aguilera and all these people. It's like, dog, you got to battle some people.
He goes at the women over. He's a bitch.
So like he said he never ran from a challenge.
People who's weak. They're the only ones that got that bad spirit.
But I'm going to tell you somebody he bowed down to.
Intimidate you.
Now, I'm going to tell you who you bowed to.
Shit,
you bowed to Kendrick.
Who is this motherfucker?
You bowed to K-Dot.
Black.
You wanted none of that smoke.
That's always riding around.
And you think you want it now? You think you want it now? Do you think your power and fame is going to get you past Kendrick? I wouldn't make that mistake if I was you. Not at all.
Not me. You are.
Not for a half of a minute.
You're delusional, bro.
Now, if Jay decides to entertain getting back in the ring, Jay-Z's a businessman. He knows it's not good business to answer Eminem, especially on a rap song.
I don't have to go nowhere.
He's so far past it. He doesn't want himself equated to anything there. There's nothing in it for him.
Right.
Look at Jose. White boy Rick don't want it with Kendrick. So that's why he's at it with Jay. Now, Big Sean is hurt because the leaked diss track came out with him and Kendrick. Now, him and Kendrick patched everything up. These guys are supposed to be cool. Kendrick Lamar and Big Sean are actually in a good space. But Kendrick had a song on Element during the course of that beef those two had, which I told y'all, Big Sean is not who y'all think he is. We've had that conversation in this live chat over and over again, especially when LB keep trying to tell me that Fab, F-A-B-O, and Fab Cole, you got Big Sean over Fab? Yes! Big Sean over Fab by a long shot. So now we've already had that conversation. I told you, he went at Kendrick. They went back and forth. And Big Sean held his own. I told you that, and then Joe Budden said the same thing. I'm not saying Joe listened to me. Joe just listened to the raps too. And said it. He actually said it right out of his own mouth. He gave Kendrick the business. He was battling. They came to an end. But what Kendrick was showing Big Sean is that he has levels. Big Sean is one level of rap. It's one style. He's very good in that lane. Very good. Kendrick is free-form hip-hop. He'll tell you in one verse, he'll be telling you a story from another person's point of view. He changes his tones. He do his own ad-libs in there. he changes variations of styles. Like when he told you on the Heart Part 4, I don't want to hear this. Hey, K-Dot, man, I was just playing. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You gonna end up like the last nigga I know. And you don't want a class nigga, I know. So all of that was dedicated to Big Sean because of what somebody had allegedly told somebody else was saying. It was somebody third party that had them all feuding with each other. So they eventually had squashed this beef and it was done. Then, like, what was it, like 9 months ago? The Element leak came out. Yeah, Element with the original version before the studio part came out, and they changed the verse. They took the whole new approach to the song Element. Element's one of my favorite songs on the damn album. You know, besides DNA and all of that. Now, when that song came out, it really blew people's minds away. It really did. I was like, whoa. Okay. We have a situation here.
Y'all listening to this? The hierarchy of hip hop.
Oh no, it was definitely coming after he was going after Jay Electronica on there, French Montana. You know, that's the OG version of the song. He wasn't playing. There was no games played on that record. So when he came and decided to do that diss and pick them apart, well, pick basically Big Sean apart, it wasn't like it was new. So they kept bringing it up and it got leaked out. And it was like, why would they leak this record out? You know, so he think that Kendrick was doing this to send a message to him because I guess he heard Big Sean was doing something, I guess. But anyway, the original Element got leaked out. And Big Sean has been in basically hibernation like Kendrick was for all this time. So everyone's like, oh, he's done. So I'm like, Big Sean just got all fat and swole. His face is about to explode. He's been sitting in the house eating all this time. Now, Big Sean is back out. So when that verse dropped, it was shocking.
Another dead prophet, hope with the God to give him life. Big Sean, you sneak this and I let it slide. I think his false confidence got him inspired. I can make them respect you, baby, it's not my job. You're finally famous for who you date, not how you rhyme. Cute puberty up, they make you a classic gown before you come at us. Drinking with milk beef, might got you gassed up. But now my whole other beast, I really fuck you up. Figure I gone.
So sweet ass raps, get your puberty up. So this song is about 7 years old, people. What? That was 2018. So maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. Sorry about that.
Are you trolling me? Didn't you ask me that the other day? Where am I from? You trolling me, man. Everything on there you asked me already.
Yeah, that was a throwaway. So Big Sean is back now.
Where are you from?
He comes on an Eminem track because we're going to get into that too. Here's the thing, Eminem, you're not on the list better than Jay-Z. You're not better than Jay.
You're Stephen A. Smith.
Okay, and I'm going to explain to you why you're not better than Jay as soon as I get through with this M. We're going to put all of this thing together.
Where you from?
We're going around full circle so everybody will get everything and nothing be left out and you'll know what's going on. Now, Big Sean was being been called out for sneak dissing. That's what he was telling him. You've been sneak dissing me. So he comes right out.
I ain't gotta hide. I'm here in North Texas.
Rub me, go back to hubby, smell me like cologne. All this, but I was really watching the throne. So in this song,
I can't hide if I want to. They know I'm at.
Kanye West.
I'm eating something.
And Kendrick Lamar. A lot of people didn't pick up the Kanye West situation, but he's dissing Kanye. Only time that I watch my tone is when my baby is asleep. He's letting them know that he settled into this domestic lifestyle. We didn't want chips with chips on our shoulders.
You're narrating it. You're reading between the lines.
If Kendrick Lamar is Obi-Wan, then I must be Yoda. Okay. That's what this means. Let's move along. Don't need no promoter. We pull up. They know us. I'm the Ayatollah, snatching your controller. I don't give a up when I'm focused. Ooh. F all the drugs you take. I'm taking over. That's Kanye West. I paid attention. Don't need no payola. Can't take away from me. You just need to take cover. I can paint a picture like okay, let me go back. I could paint a picture like I made the stencil of your whole image. I'm with Cole Bennett. Okay?
I don't need no more
I don't know what the F they done told Negroes. I put all of my heart and soul in it. I met you in person. You was so different. I can't listen to you for a whole minute. Took a blood test. Ain't no hoe in it. Watch your mother effing mouth before I go in it. Like, no, he didn't. Got more invested. If it's one thing I make no exceptions. I got new addresses. I got no reception. I got love and hate coming from both directions. Bitch, I'm from the D where they BMFing. Where they moving them keys with crazy progression. Well, bitch, I'm omnipresent. I got no reflection. I'm living on bars. I need no correction. No. You see? Did I tell you this whole thing predicts his style right here? Ain't nobody hating Big Sean. I'm the one told y'all about Big Sean. They hate Big Sean. And And I don't know why. Man, he got soft, corny rap like Big Sean can rhyme. He can actually rap. What are people talking about? Man, he kind of remind me of Mace. Mace can rap. What are you talking about? And don't you remember the Oracle? I'm sitting here. Now, I'm sitting up in here, just got through telling y'all, listen to his rhyme pattern. It's the same pattern of flow. His whole pattern, it's like hitting the bars. It stays on one wavelength all the way across. He stays in this lane. Kendrick's is like this. It's free form hip hop. There's no real structure. It's how he wants it to sound. He'll be rapping, but he'll be rapping in the mindset of the other person talking. Have you ever played $500 for an open case? He's basically Drake at that point, telling you all that stuff. And I came out straight. He's not rapping about him. He's talking about Drake. Drake paid $500,000 to settle that SA lawsuit. Drake did all that. So he's rapping as if he was Drake. Then he starts, and then the voice changed. And now you know he's rapping as Kendrick. I hate when I rap and I talk about guns and somebody died and they found it in the nuns, like pray for my city. Then he's rapping as Kendrick. Now you know he's looking for likes and digital hugs. His daddy's a killer, he wanna be Junior. He must have forgotten the shit that he done, but later the things get shaken. It's the flow pattern. It's free-form hip-hop. When he's like, then he switches it. He goes from the rhyming, the catchy things, then he goes to comedy. Don't beef with the family, Crowdy. Don't. Hope you're not cheesing, fam. We can set it right now with the family, Crowdy. Right. He goes to the comedy to get you laughing, right? And then as soon as he does that, he ends it with his last 8 bars hard. Hey, yo, niggas out, y'all niggas out, come through the door and talk, y'all niggas like, field goal point, y'all niggas out, niggas out, they can never took my food. Whoever they fuck, energy too. All hard. He ended it hard. Structured the way he wanted it to go. To let you know I'm in this hard. To let you know I really mean this message. That's like the exclamation point. That's how he structured it. Okay? So I caught this all while it was happening. In real time. I'm like, oh yeah, now he's ending it hard. That's how you end it. Yeah, you go hard. He was going with the comedy. He didn't let the comedy end it. He went hard. And gave him the message with the exclamation point. So now he's daring him to go do it. And Drake is so stupid and predictable, he's gonna fall right ahead. Then he comes out, nigga, you did it, nigga, you man, I did it for them with prickly hands, I'm telling me bad, I gotta go bad, I gotta go bad. And I was like, oh, here we go. Then I knew the song was over in the first 8 bars. Who really pay my nigga Chuck T? Whoever pay my nigga YG? I'm like, oh God, this is over. This is all over. And I gotta go through this. But this is already done. Yeah. So now you get back to this with Sean, Big Sean. Now, Big Sean can rap, but he has a monotone type of style. It's one way. Now listen to what he's doing. If it's one thing I make no exception. I got new exceptions. I got no receptions. Now listen how long he keeps rapping this thing out. See the pattern? I be coming from both directions. Well, they BMFing when they moving keys on chord progressions. I'm omnipresent, no reflection. Living on bars, there's no correction. He keep rhyming that same thing. Grinding and shit out. Gotta stay patient while you outside. Cause the city's back up, we outside. We on staycation. Gotta stay patient while you outside, we on staycation. Everybody caught that. The city's back up, it's a must, we outside. What? When has it been cool to be on staycation? Oh man, we on staycation. Lock the F in, ain't no plan for real unless you playmaking. I take the chances, you hate taking. F it, dog, I'ma go West Craven. Now that's wild. If you talking about Kendrick Lamar is playing it safe, I'm at the safe, ever safe haven. They play with my name and I can't take it. Toby Maguire was bit by a spider. I'll be like, look, first off, I ain't gonna use no goofy Eminem song to make my point. Big Sean, you can hold your own. But right now, you going at Kendrick when he's in his zone. Now you like head up back then, y'all could give each other the business. You messing with a man that's in his zone. That's like dissing Pac after hit him up. Everybody getting slayed. That was a blaze. And that fire was gone. Then you got a whole album like Machiavelli that's like letting people know I'm in my bag right now. You coming this way, you getting chopped. Man made like 100 songs off that energy wave. You want to get in that wave and get blazed? Shoot, he wasn't playing on Machiavelli. He was in his bag. You got troublesome 9-6. Bomb first. You got everything going. He was in a bag. He was getting out everything. He had about 5 albums of charged up energy to go. So now he's trying to bait K-Dot to go at him. He's trying to go at Kanye West to get Kanye West to give him some momentum. And it's like, are you serious, Big Sean, right now? You a little rusty. I mean, this was dope. You can rap, but you can't do what Kendrick can do. And right now, he's the biggest thing in the world. And he's in a bag right now. You don't want to catch him when he's in this lane. You better catch him while he's making an entry, like Mr. Morale or something. Don't make him go into his bag.
Y'all learning or y'all not? Are y'all learning anything?
You don't want to do that. You don't want to go. You don't want to battle this man while he's in his bag. When he gave you that little jab on the hard part 4, that's what I thought Kendrick was coming with on the damn album. So I'm like, man, this is the energy I'm thinking I'm finna get on the damn album. Then the damn album come out, and I'm like, what is this? If I want to go into my Israelite teachings, I'm like, I ain't just going in the back room. I was ready to go get down. And it started off, I'm like, all right, cool. Then he just like, he was in one mode, then he just switched to a monotone mode. Like, Elohim and everything. I'm like, what's going on here? I'm like, okay, that's a cool vibe. That's one song. All right, we all right here. This one's called Yah. I'm feeling that. It's the Israelite song. All right, there's the elements and all this. I'm loving element. Let's go. All right, we got to pick this album back up. Come on, man. Come on. This is turning into clean the house music. We got to go. Let's go, Kendrick. Let's go. Pick it up. And it just stayed there. And I was like, oh, no. White people only rap on 1 and 3. That's a stretch. No. It's not a stretch. Most of them do. That's why they choose rock beats. What are rock beats? Don't you listen to rock music? What does it start on? When they start singing and stuff, what do they start on? The 1. They go off the 1. We don't go off the 1. When Eminem rap, don't he go off the 1?
My mind is all over the fucking place right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hold on. Hey, put this nigga on.
That's 1-3.
Get money.
That's 2-4. Y'all know music, right?
My mind is all over the place right now. My mental. This right here is just listening to Casino for Life. I'm sitting here eating some cereal this morning, enjoying my peace and harmony in my own self. Thanking God that I'm still alive where a lot of people that I knew in the past died. But as I was driving a little while ago, going up the street to get something, and I'm always thinking about the enemy because it lurks. It comes in pale skin. It's driven by a pain of old school savagery and hatred. And it's never gonna cease to attack the black man and woman and those that are in color as immigrants. It's the ideology and the mentality of this savage beastry, and they will sit and wait as long as it takes. As long as it takes. So this is the livelihood of mine of being in paranoia, which is a rightful phobia, knowing that they killed. They will kill. And they have premeditation on killing. You can be minding your own fucking business, and it don't matter what age they are. If they see you, they're gonna be driven towards you because they love to hate you. The Caucasian, white supremacy. It is a terrible thing to live life knowing that even though you're not in physical chains, you are in mental chains. And it's not just me. If you really realize the work that's being done and has been done and will continue to be done all around you. Ask the most greatest historians and the current collegiate best elite professionals, the political figures who walk around this earth that are in charge. This little nigga right here in Texas, sitting in this automobile, I'm on task, my nigga. I've been woke forever. Soon as I came out that funky ass, drunk ass pussy and hit this earth feet first. I'm not delusional. These motherfuckers do not love you. I don't care if it worked. It worked because they condition you to be what they want you to be. That's how it worked. To this day, you ask why when they have you down, beaten down, wrapped up, thrown off, in a rage, outside of yourself, ready to crash out, and they still ain't done with you. They will fuck with your children too. This is a, this is a living hell. But as I get closer to making transition off this earth into a real realm of spiritual superiority, because here I've been done. I've been begging from day one to be off this bitch. And I'm still here. And I have nothing but peace in mind until I get around them. And they know it. They know it. But I do learn now. The whole time I've been here listening, even with this communication with this hip-hop, this genre of music, Incarcerated for Life, explaining the hierarchy, the ones that they consider to be the ones in hip-hop, the ones that they consider to be the greatest in the industry that are alive, not the ones, see, y'all got to understand something, and I swear to God to you, I wish you all were fucking listening. We're not talking about the greatest rappers in the world. We're talking about the ones that are relevant. And even one of them is not. The other one is not. Eminem and Jay-Z are not relevant. They're really not relevant. Because the young people who are rapping nowadays are not even fucking listening to their music at all. So no matter what word, or anything that clown-ass fucking rapper, white boy rapper, Eminem does, it's nothing. He could say anything. I got toilet paper, but I'd rather use cloths. And put a beat behind it, and the crackers will love it because they are the ones that are the majority of the ones that buy music. He can go to the concert with that song only and stand there and make money off of his own shit. And he ain't rapping about a motherfucking thing for black culture. Eminem is a waste of goddamn time for hip-hop music, just like Drake. They are saying nothing for the culture. Nothing. They do just like I do, stay within a box. Now Kendrick Lamar, on the other hand, he's saying something, and I'm not just testing his I'm not testing him in terms of thinking about him because, to be honest with you, I never listened to him. Like, I don't listen to what's his name over there in Virginia, Eclipse, and I forgot his name. But I don't listen to him either. There's a lot of rappers that I don't even listen to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to use different analogies, but I could use boxing. But I don't want to do that. Drake, Kendrick Lamar. That's a good battle. J. Cole did do the right thing by stepping outside the box and let them go at it. But see, Drake is phony. He's not writing his raps for real, for real. He's not on a more traditional down roots. He's not, he shouldn't even be in the picture at all. I guess one man stands alone and another one's dead. In the industry of hip hop, Biggie never had a catalog that was long enough or not spent enough time rapping, and had the wrong person instructing him when it came to hip hop, and that was Puffy. Puffy wanted dance music. We want the full development. Kendrick brings the full development. And I'm not doing that and speaking about that because he has a hit right now, which, you know, it'll fade out. Something else will come along. But y'all don't hear me, though. See, most people who are doing reviews of album and genius, looking at the words and making, which just comes from this video, comes from the best rappers, 50 rappers, I think. You know, a list that's made by who? White folks. Who is the brainchild that makes this list up each year? This is all for trolling. It's got to be from trolling purposes. This is not real for hip-hop. Most of the best rappers that ever rapped are dead or incarcerated or never had a chance to rhyme. In the industry. We're not talking about out here on these streets. We talking about a source of getting to a level, a level that is a machine behind them, and they're bringing in the people to watch them, and they do it on a consistent basis. You see, the reason why we should never in our fucking life follow a nigga named Kanye West, because he's not real. Kanye West is a fucking machine. He does not really rap, meaning other people write his rhymes. They write his rhymes. Can you sit there and rap, nigga? We ain't saying play music. Rap without writing. Rap somebody walk up to Kanye or those four hierarchies that's current in our judging and who Carcino for Life, who's speaking right now, fair use YouTube, fair use for teaching. We need a person who's for real. You writing your raps? You're not on that list. You're not on that list. Y'all like the people, okay, let's talk to the young for a second. Y'all like the people who are out here in the rap game right now. Do you know that these girls, all of them, or the majority of them, most of them, some of them, we talking about any of them that were on BET, that were on any stage show, that are the current ones in rap, the genre, top list right now, any female rappers, the majority of them are not writing their raps. So you're not a real rapper. Sit down and write your raps. No sex appeal, write your raps. We're not doing this for entertainment. We're doing this for hierarchy in rap. If I'm gonna sit there and if I'm gonna sit here and listen to the reasoning of the battles that Carcino for Life is bringing up to make most people in the world feel intimidated by a Jay-Z, an Eminem, a Kendrick Lamar, and a Big Sean, and you can put Kanye West in there. Current people who, two of them, and you can put Nas in there if you want. But none of them. Maybe Nas is the only one that writes his raps for real. And Kendrick Lamar. But I don't listen to their raps. I don't know why. They supposed to be the greatest. But I don't listen to their raps. If I heard something, and I got nothing about this that I need to be considered to be somebody. Nobody has come and reached out to me, my nigga, because, whatever reason, and I don't give a fuck. For whatever reason. It's when you go seeking something. But when people come to you as well. It's an even exchange. They don't impress me. They really don't. I'm not in a delusional state when I say this. It's what's on your mind. Somebody might not like you for whatever reason, but they don't like you. Most of the time it's for exterior, which is an image. And the slow hanging fruit motherfuckers are always the one that get driven in. Even the world. We all looking with our eyes. I can have on a brand new pair of pants, brand new pair of shoes, groomed up, brand new teeth in my mouth, hair done, all of the nicest things in the world around me. Couple bitches around me too, and every trinket that I would think that would pull your eyes, and you put me on TV, and you could think I'm successful, And I can say anything, and you'll be salivating to listen and hear more. When it's all imagery, and I could be broke as fuck. Star overnight. A star overnight. You don't even know this person. All of a sudden, they're not a pretender, but they're a contender. A prospect and a contender. Just like that. Until the system itself uses it up to an exhaustion, overexploits it, and then spits it out and tears it down. It's a trap, God. Let's keep listening to this bullshit. Y'all learn a little something. These are industry niggas he's talking about.
It's common sense. How is that a stretch? Y'all know music? Well, some of y'all know music. M raps off the one. His rap pattern is 1-3, not 2-4. That's why when he do rap on 2-4, those are the songs y'all like. Because he's normally rapping to a hip-hop beat. That somebody else created. Or he's doing something that fits the flow patterns. Dead wrong. Eminem is rapping on a 2 and 4. And he slips into a 1-3, but he goes back to the 2-4. But it's not as bad, but he can't change it because he's doing it on Biggie's song. So Biggie flow pattern is 2-4. So now you got a 2-4 rapper. What did he do? He borrows from Royce the 5'9". And the whole verse is Royce the 5'9" from Renegade. Now we're gonna talk about you holding this I murdered Jay-Z or I bested Jay-Z on Renegade. We're gonna get to that in a minute. And why you decided to hold that down. We're gonna get to that. Because we're gonna get to why you are not nowhere near where he is. You're nowhere near. I'm sorry, you're just not there, buddy. You don't, but you just ain't there yet.
All of a sudden I wake up with sinus issues. Okay, here we go again. Oh, man.
And we're going to get to you in a minute. Now, who all in here remember Dead Wrong?
I enjoy this stuff. I enjoy this. But I think he's just like going too deep. But it's relevant. I mean, what? An hour of listening to something to educate you? And then we keep it pushing. Interesting. That's what I call it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This whole video on sniffing. I can't fucking believe it. Damn, bro. It sounds disgusting. Oh, man. I'm not even like this when I'm off. Like when I'm offline and I don't have a video up and not recording, I'm not doing none of this shit. It just happens like, hey, maybe it's a nervousness, but it's disgusting. It's like the devil's poking at me.
I know.
I'm fiending for the mic. I'm fiending for the mic. Let me pause this and give y'all a little heat for a minute. This nigga rest for a second on his communication.
Yeah.
You got a whole video sitting there. He ain't even halfway done yet. But I ain't gonna give you no visuals. I'm just gonna let the beat just do its thing. Can y'all understand how to do this trap shit? I just stay within the box of what I like. And I go with it. You could do the same.
During an asthma attack?
Come on, bro. Give me something, bro. I think it's time for the trap god, the rap god. A special invitation to the street shit. I've been out here and I can see the relevance. When you sincerely need someone, cause you with a drought, yeah, you just need this. Speaking like this is just the way I go. I hope you can understand my full flow. This is what I do it purposely. Hope you ain't sleeping on the streets. Trap God, rap God, KOD. Testimony, yeah, I be out here in the streets. Saying that, doing that. Then I got the all eyes on me, and then you just know I'm deep in the cuts, in the crevices is what. Then I'm around the streets, and then I'm looking for what's up. I mean, it don't make no sense to me. I'm looking for a better way. I'm looking in and out of windows, opening and closing doors. Oh, I'm lost and changing, got me rolling. And I'm out here thinking about the. I have to have it, gotta grab it, gotta get it out here in the streets. Yeah, you know about me. I'm in the trap. I'm in the trap. Voice of reason, and I do for no reason. Hypocritical situation got me on the oxymoron. Then you acting like a moron. Rolling with this trap shit, rolling with this rap shit. Stuck up in these cages, and I'm really out here trying to figure out a way survive these streets every motherfucking day. Who is that rap? Who is that? Okay, testimony. Oh, this is nothing but this trap. I thought I was gonna hit something, but let me get back to this.
Yeah.
Can't play with the video.
Yeah. I'm reading your comments. Absolutely. Jay-Z was never the best rapper. We know that. I don't have to prove to you. I liked K-Dot, Mr. Morale. It was funny. My favorite one from K-Dot. Now, that's other people's priority. I did not like the Mr. Morale album like that. I'm somebody that really went into the damn album. I had a More Life album. I listened to that more than I listened to the damn album. I liked the beginning of the damn album, but the way it ended, I wasn't ready for that tone. I was just like, okay, there's some stuff, these other people like these songs. And then you had other people like, I love the damn album. I'll be like, all right, I'm going back to Pimp a Butterfly. That's just was me. I was a Mad City Pimp a Butterfly type guy. That was more my vibe. Like this Kendrick that I'm hearing right now, like with the broccoli, all of this reminds me of the Kendrick that I listen to, that I like. Okay? This the Kendrick I like. Mr. Get Off, baby. Yes, because I said, I didn't imagine if you sat there and you chat with Royce the 5'9", and we're talking about MGK. You didn't even know Eminem didn't talk to Royce for a minute after that conversation that me and Royce had. Eminem wasn't talking for a while. M was a little upset with Royce. Oh, definitely. Wouldn't you, if Royce 5'9" is Eminem's best friend, and I sit there and he's sitting there chatting with me, see, we had something in common. Me and them both, I had a problem with both of them. So imagine if I had a problem with both of them. This is way back in the past. And then we sit down and we hash it all out live. Because it was already over. He just didn't know. He never checked his messages or nothing. I'm like, dog, this been over with. I told you, this thing is over. That was years ago. He had no idea.
How did you hear about him?
He was battling a guy out here called Juice from Chicago.
Oh, I know Juice.
Right. So Juice from Chicago was battling.
What did you think of him when you first heard him? Bizarre.
I just thought he was different. He was funny. I was like, oh, he's funny. But he was more serious. He was more serious with it, but it was like Esham. Like Esham had horror rap that ended up like transforming into what Bone did and took that type of sound and just went with it. But Esham was the first one we really heard with like the just horror rap. And we wasn't really prepared for that. Like Redman was like the closest thing we got to that at that point. But Esham was like, from out here, was like one of the first ones to really take that and like run with it.
So you was a fan of him super early.
Oh hell yeah!
So you started following him after that.
Oh hell yeah! Because
what was the turning point? When did you stop liking him?
When I stopped liking him, when he mostly went away. You know, I understood he went through a lot with, you know, when Proof died and everything, but it's like, it felt like he ran out of material. It felt like he ran out of things to say. You know, you ever feel that point where people run out of things to say? And I felt like after Encore felt forced. It felt like a forced album at some point. Like he really didn't feel like doing it. Or some of the songs he didn't really feel like doing. And he just wasn't connecting. I was like, oh man, I think this is it. I think he's hit the wall. And I was at Encore. And I was like, I think he hit a wall. You know, like somebody hit a writer's block. I was like, I think he hit it's not like a writer's block. It's just like, I don't think he was ready to make this album. He probably had deadlines and everything's going on. And he's kind of telling you in the music that his mind wasn't really on making an album at that point. And art. Now, everything I'm saying is on point. So, what I'm sitting there telling you and laying out to you is me on the fly right now telling you what I thought off the top of my head about Eminem. It didn't come from a place of hate. When somebody is a fan and they're telling you, okay, well, I look 6 years younger there, pretty much. I feel like it. All I need is a couple of, glasses of water and some sleep, and I'll be all right. Yeah, I was massively dehydrated. I gotta water up. Well, some people did. Back then, I didn't like Royce's style. He had chose to do something with a style where he would rap off beat. He would go past the line, and it would irritate me. And I was like, I can't deal with this style. And I was there to tell Royce to his face, I didn't like you doing that style. Didn't like it. So I never saw you as like one of the greatest. But then he put out the Book of Ryan, which really put out his pain, and Royce changed his whole life. He used to be super arrogant and just out of his mind upset. And my boys that did a show with him, and he was like acting like he was performing at, Ford City, like Ford Center, like whatever the football place the Lions play at. Like he got 60,000 in the seats. Dog, he was like at a chilling circuit. And I was like, dog, this is like some small house event. But he was acting like he's a rock star. And his attitude was terrible. And from that point on, we just didn't like Royce the 5'9". So then my boys had forgave it, like they went and got past it. I was the only one that didn't get past it. They was like, let it go. was just real arrogant back then. But after he went to jail and came back, he was an entirely different person. He gave up drinking. And he's like, that's when he was an alcoholic and going through stuff. So yeah, that's what he was saying. He was like, that was alcoholic, Royce. And that's what I'm saying. I was like, man, I see this. Like, some people come out and they play a role like, but he's really living that. And I'm glad for him because he's definitely a whole different person. Now he's not drinking. Artists can talk to you sometimes through the music and tell you exactly what's going on at that time. And at that time, Proof was alive. So he was like stressed, like he was like grounded again. But he could bring that out. Like today, I saw him with Yella. I'm like, oh man, he went. So.
I'm in the background taking care of some bills. And
so this whole thing right here.
It's all working out.
Is what I was saying. Like he need to go ahead and get up with the game. Like Eminem should respond. Royce like, you think he should respond to this? I'm like, yeah, go ahead. What's the point?
I'm sitting here listening to this. This is not even something that's relevant. I already have all the subscribers I need. I'm beyond YouTube now. I did what I had to do to get to where I need to be. I got 300 subscribers, and that's all I really want. Now, I would love to have 1,000. It should be on what I already did already. It's just that them crackers over there in Semi Valley keep on fucking holding me down. And all they're doing is going there scrubbing all the shit that I put in because of their own fucking hatred. See, it's okay for them to hate, but when I speak about it out of anger and matching the truth, I know what their formula is. Even when I told them what their formula is, then they started working on fucking that over. I said, let me see something. And I did. I went and got a product placement situation, and I put it down on this damn cooler right here. And I uploaded it in one of the slowest, but one of the quickest shorts. 15 seconds. And I saw how many views it got. And then I did another one on another speed. 1 second. I mean, what is it? 15 seconds. I think it was like 1 minute, 60 seconds. And that was the Chipotle bowl. And that motherfucker's still rising up. It's got about almost close to 4,000 views right now. And I'm looking at their analytics from the perspective of what they're doing. And I'm saying to myself, look how many views if you add up all the videos I put up each day. How many views that they're commercializing. They stealing my shit and not paying for it. They just using my shit and not paying for it. And if you don't have what I have, premium, you'll see commercials. Like on my other phone, I don't have premium on here. I'm using 2 different accounts. And I want it to be like that. I wouldn't mind it not being commercials, but I'm not gonna go through giving up all my information and I that's how I can differentiate also when I do what I do. However, yeah. So when it comes to the views, I notice a lot of bullshit. There's an actual human being, not a computer, an actual human being. Like I go in here and I do what I do, well, I got an actual human being or maybe more than one, that are a hater of mine. It might like me and hate me at the same damn time. But they're playing with my numbers. I've already outgrown them. So we, as in my subscribers that are real, and you want to keep yourself incognito, I respect that. But when you make a journey just like the YouTube content moderators have done, some of the people who are around here in the city that know where you at, they have done. I've actually seen people that I know have actually sat in some of my frequently traveled places and just sat and watched me. That's spooky, but it happens in real life. It happens in real fucking life. So can you not imagine being in an office and this is your job you do? And you have certain, not just me, but certain ones that you are to monitor and make sure they're following the guidelines. Wouldn't you do the same? Oh no, she's sitting with her legs open. I'm supposed to go ahead and stop her from doing that. She's doing butt shots, and I'm supposed to stop her from doing that. But if you like it, you don't do nothing about it. But if you don't like her, you'll stop, change the rhythm and the pattern so she can stop doing that by taking views. Or you can go to the level of copywriting, taking it down, banning, and then eliminating their channel without warning. Even if they're saying fair use, you can do whatever you want to do. You playing God. So we're not, on my mind, the struggle is not for subscribers anymore. Now, offline, I've been sitting here managing certain bills, and by me downsizing like I did so abruptly, I had to take some losses to get gains. It's kind of embarrassing for me because I was on such a high level with my credit score. But I'm not buying nothing. So what can this credit score do for me? I have more cash than credit, which I want it to be the other way around. Because you can't do nothing. You can have money, but, you know, it's easier to use other people's money. And one thing, even if you have cash and credit, you'll always have debt. You have to learn how to live with debt and have no problem understanding that you will have debt. A person who has no debt really has nothing. Unless you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth, and then you don't need nothing. And that's what I'm saying, you don't have nothing. So what gets me up to be creative and working in life I'm not pressured by. I'm only pressured by the unexpected. The unexpected is the only thing I'm pressured by. Yeah. So Biden, I already seen Biden's interview. Well, I'm finished with that for now. That I talked about just a moment ago with online and my real life. Now I'm going to talk about, I got different genres of and categories of what I watch. And I'm going to talk a little politics real quick. I was watching Biden sitting there in front of whatever that guy's name is, a little nerdy dude, Skopoloskis or some shit. He was scrutinized Biden at his elder years about Trump and his mental conditioning and his health. And of course, you expect a lot from people, but you have to realize they're in a tug of war. The Democratic Party's in a tug of war. Because they've already circled the wagon. They're scared shitless of Donald Trump. Both Donald Trump and Biden have made enough money to be able to continue the race without a hiccup. They don't have to really ask people for money. Even though Trump should not be allowed to be able to float around on kited money. He's broke as fuck. And he has people giving him money. He shouldn't even be allowed to be able to have that money to do nothing with before he pays his debts. You can't just have debt sitting in places and you out here doing what you do. Well, in America you can. And that's how he's lived his entire life. He's a fucking failure. He's a failure. But you all think he's successful because he can con. There are people who respect con artists because he's a con artist. And you all think that's a part of the blueprint of moving up in life. When it's really what's going to make you fall down. When you're audited and you're scrutinized. Your thievery, scams, lies. Uh-huh. And what I noticed, one thing about the court system in America, point blank, it's gonna make you pay, no matter whom you are. Just like the law, it's going to make you pay. They don't give a fuck who you are. Your name don't mean shit. They cross their T's and dot their I's if you owe money. And you have to do time. They're gonna get you. They don't give a damn, again, how old you are. You can go hide anywhere you want to. They will walk you down the hand of the law and put your ass right where you lawfully belong in the eyes of the law. But you get a chance to prove yourself in front of the court of law. So the law could be wrong, but you have to prove yourself. Or get someone who can represent you to prove yourself. To set you free to do the same motherfucking thing you gonna do before you got in there. Or in that situation. Go right back into this rat race of debt. There's no way to escape it. The movements that I make require money. I filled this car up. I got almost the same amount in food. I damn near spent $100. And I didn't even get hardly nothing. I'll at least say 50. And I only went so far and came back so far. And this is the thanks I get for living life. This is the thanks I get. I don't know how people do it. I really don't know how people do it. But y'all don't hear me though. So let's get it on.
Battle somebody. That's how my point was. Get into a battle, Eminem. The game will spit with you. He the Black Slim Shady. Don't pull out. Like, I didn't like the MGK thing, how that went down. Like, he was like, you think that happened with MGK? I was like, yeah, hell yeah, it did. I do believe Eminem went and contacted them and tried to tell him to apologize and all that. I do believe MGK when he said that. He was like, you believe that? Yeah, I believe it. I believe that Jimmy Iovine conference called him with Diddy and said they had a problem. Eminem had a problem and everything else. I damn sure do believe it. Him is that petty. I believe it 100%. So when you hear this diss record, he's mentioning what I'm saying in this interview in that rap about him backing down and cowering. So when I heard it, I knew what he was talking about. Who else has said Eminem is ran from a battle? Who? Have you ever heard anyone saying Eminem running from battles?
Who's telling these motherfuckers to go?
Nobody's saying that, right? But if I'm sitting there with Royce the 5'9", Eminem's best friend, right, his right-hand man, and I'm sitting there talking about Eminem ran from battles, and he always went after the Justin Timberlakes and everybody else, and I'm like, well, then here's your opportunity. Go at the game. I remember it was just like that. I was like, man, I can't think of one to come to my head right now. But I'm sure I can go and pull them all up. Eminem is the better rapper. MGK had the better song. That's just it. You're not going to play Kill Shot like you going to play Rap Devil. Rap Devil was hard.
Who's pressing go? Who's telling them to get out there and do this? When's somebody gonna put an album out that's just gonna be pure music? Why y'all battling?
Right. So when I told him, and that's why I want Eminem's record, he came with that line and saying he don't run and all that. I never ran from anybody. Exactly. You was the guy that wouldn't put yourself on the top 10. You wouldn't put yourself above Nas or Jay-Z at all. It goes Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac and Biggie, Andre from Outkast, Jada Corrupt, Nas and Demi.
Corrupt still. No.
That's when he was trying to be Tupac. He trying to rap like Tupac.
What the fuck is
And that whole third album, he was trying to rap like he was Pac.
Who?
He was trying to rap hard like he was Tupac. Trying to drag out his vocals. He did that on that song, Till I Collapse, and Soldier. Now, anybody else who knew rap knew that's exactly what he was doing. Oh, here come Q Lee. Q Lee, you know you was going in there. And this, I mean, at this point, Big Sean, you've been sitting on the bench for a while. You know, I mean, you can rhyme and you can hang in with the best of them, but right now, he's swinging the Excalibur. He's already warmed up. Yeah, that used to always crack me up. It goes Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie. Andre from Outkast, Jada Corrupt, Nas and Demi. But I'm not put on this list. This does not offend me.
That's all he was.
That's what he's like that whole list of a lot of enemies. I'm like, oh my God, will you stop trying to be Pac? He even tell you on Soldier that's what he's doing. Mixed with a little bit of Pac. I was like mixed with a little bit of Pac. You ain't got no Tupac DNA in you. This dude be losing his damn mind. I'm a soldier. Na 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 na. Pac ain't doing that. Now here it is.
I kind of like what I did with my family. I'm going to put that up here, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. I really wish you would hurry the fuck up. I'm about to turn this shit off and start another one.
Dog, on your song, Biggie and Jay-Z, you use 2 verses that's not connected to you in any kind of way. You took Royce the 5'9's verse, chopped it up to make it be like your verse on Dead Wrong. You chopped up his verse and basically flipped the lyrics around to make your verse for Dead Wrong. I'd rather reach for your neck and never heat you for respect unless you greet me with less. I got a skunk in my trunk, I'm lying. I got a pump in my trunk and dying. You dying. How many lumps niggas want? I'm ready for y'all. Who's ready for y'all? Y'all incredibly raw for any artist that said he would draw. That's Royce the 5'9". You flipped those lyrics for the Dead Wrong song with Biggie. Oh, we gonna get to it. Cause I done pointed this out before. This is why you ain't better than Jay-Z, Nas, and none of them. Now, here you are right here on your biggest records. Instead of writing, picking up a pad and pen, you did this. You used Royce the 5'9's verse, and I wish I'd have told Royce about this. It was just not right where, like, we didn't have this set up. I just got him on the line, and it would just skip my mind.
That's plagiarizing.
Now, look at that. You used his whole verse. I'd rather reach for your neck and never heat you for respect. This is Royce the 5'9's verse on Renegade. I'm serious. Mm-hmm.
What you talking about? Oh, well, that's a given, and they know it.
Oh, yeah, I want y'all to look at it because y'all need to understand what this is. This is like basic plagiarism.
Let me tell you something about that. You're not triggering me, but they know it. I could lead off.
Listen to how it started. I got 7 different levels to picking up shovels and dumping you in ditches under sea level.
I could, you know, that's the greatest thing about having, you see how this white man's walking around looking like he's a explorer? He's starting to, he wants to start trouble. He's looking and seeking to start trouble. Nobody's fucking with him. He is exploring to start trouble with something that ain't even out here. No animals, nobody's talked to him. It's in their head. They're driven off of fear of the unknown. And they want to stay so far ahead as a unit, they constantly listen to propaganda, conspiracies, and what it really boils down to is that their criminal behavior. Says, I don't like white people because of them. We are all suffering. Yeah, well, I'm not even triggered by that. That right there is just like an even exchange. I get it. That's right. That's true. And they know it. They know it. There's nothing to be asked, and there's nothing to be talked about anymore. It's a given. You just stay away. Do not interact. Stay away. Because there's nothing they have to offer you. Nothing. Intimidation, an unwelcoming aggression. Just out of nowhere, you find this to be somebody rolls up on you and you just looking at them like, what? What? What did I do? What do you need? What do you want? And they don't want to go nowhere. I want to stand right there and love to hate you. And they don't even know why. That's what's really alarming. If you got everything you want, and you so far ahead, or should be, in terms of like living distance and communication, how do you find yourself driven to say, fuck it? I'm not going to just keep going forward. I'm going to turn around and challenge fucking with the ones that I don't want to see never get to the level of where I'm at. That is very dangerous, and that's more of a fear than you could ever imagine. You got an entire store full of food. You got an entire store full of food. I found a banana peel outside on the ground. You're throwing food out. And the banana peel on the ground that I found, you want to take it from me. And find me as though I stole it. Find me as in money bars. You stole that banana peel. You stole that, boy. Give me a fucking banana peel back. Yep. because I can. I ain't got no trouble, but this trouble's finding me.
Right, this shit crazy.
I ain't find no trouble. This trouble finding me day after day. Whoop, 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 whoop. I ain't find no trouble, but this trouble's finding me. It's this trap game. I ain't find no trouble,
Right,
but this trouble's finding me. What the fuck happened? What you mean, dog? I'm a trap and I'ma sit on this and I'ma spit on this and I'm surely with. I get it, I've been there and done that and that's the thing. I ain't find no trouble, but this trouble's finding me.
right.
Who that rapping? I'm the trap guy. I'm balling out of control. I feel you. I feel you for the truth. I ain't find no trouble, but this trouble following me. Come on. Let's get it. Come on.
Right, this shit crazy.
Wait. Let's get it this way. I ain't find no trouble, but this trouble finding me. Where the money at? There's the trap god, the capital KOD testimony, the hierarchy of mental rap, mental trap. There's the answer for everything and everyone. Out here in these streets, everything really what it meant to be and what it looked like, it's probably not really what it is. A list is just that. But this real rap trap shit, this shit of survival, there's many different levels to it. You living your only one life. You pick who you like. Don't worry about what another motherfucker say. You heard me? Self-preservation. That's where it's at. Live your best life. And anybody tell you that you ain't shit, ignore they fucking ass. I'll holler at y'all later. I love y'all, man. I'm coming right back anyways. It's the Trap God. North Texas' greatest underground trap rapper, KOD Testimonies.